Hi, I'm Alex from Sustainability Suite. Today I'm here with Ian Turner from GLS Lighting and Sound. Ian, tell me a little bit about GLS.
Well, GLS is a lighting company. We're based in Southampton. We've been going a long time, getting on to our 30th birthday party. And we cover a variety of markets in the stage lighting world, festivals, touring, corporate events, that style of work. Some of it is local, but like an awful lot of the touring world, some of it is national and international.
Excellent. So, what inspired GLS to take the steps towards sustainability in the first place?
Well, I think we always have been taking those steps. We've been quite focused on all matters ESG. We've certainly the social side of things. We've been trying to be very hot on over the years, and the environmental stuff has been very important. My
Mm.
background is environmental. That's why my degree from many years ago is not lighting. And yes, so we've always sort of headed in those directions. I think one of the good things that came out of the pandemic was it provided a large amounts of time and space to sit and think about what it is you already do. And that was really the time where we realised that actually there's quite a lot, and we should start documenting this and trying to make a coherent policy.
No, absolutely. And one of the things that I speak to so many companies about is look, they are doing things and they're value-led businesses like yourselves, but they haven't started that journey of articulating it yet, which is incredibly important because you want to be able to demonstrate not only to people within your company and your staff, but you also want the business model of it is that you do want to get it out to your clients and show, look, we're a company that is worth working with.
Yeah.
So how have your clients reacted to now they're starting to see that articulation of everything you've been doing and you're doing at the
Mm.
moment?
Well, you're absolutely right. It is. It's very challenging to get that into a policy, and that's why we partnered with Green Accountants to do this. You really need someone who's from the outside. It's a real case if you can't see the wood from the trees. Somebody needs to be able to look at it and say no. You need to do it like this. You need to write these things down. Now that needs to be a policy. All of those things. So working through the sustainability suite program has allowed us to just take that time and to think about things. But then what it's done is it's provided content that the clients have seen, and so far they've been absolutely delighted. We've had a lot of enthusiasm, and a lot of people, asking more questions and saying, we need you in the conversations that we're having internally as well. So really is going very well, and the clients have seem very appreciative.
Excellent. That's fantastic to hear. I mean, we know that consumers want sustainable products. Like there's a million and one statistics to suggest that. I mean, 66% will choose the sustainable option. So we know that people want it, and but it is difficult. I know exactly what you mean to actually just try and show them that look, we're not trying to pull the wool over your eyes. This is actually what we're doing, and here's some evidence for it. And that's a really difficult step. So, do you mind, for the benefit of for those watching, do you mind running through a couple of the things that GLS have done, some of the steps? And I know, like you mentioned earlier, this isn't something you've just started doing in the last 2, 3 years. This has actually been an ongoing project of yours since the very start.
Yes, absolutely. The environmental steps are really, we found them to be a lot harder than the social and governance kind
Yeah.
of issues, because you are so involved with all the things around you. Our industry isn't very good at this. We use a lot of trucks. We use a lot of airplanes.
Mm.
There's so many things, um, but we were following a policy of just one thing, which is something I read about a long time ago. So you just pick something. We're going to do that. That's our thing, and then once you've done it, you look for another just one thing.
Yeah.
So we started at home. We started with our warehouse. We worked out the amount of power that we were getting through, and we looked to see, what can we do about this. So we replaced all the old fluorescent tubes with LEDs. Everything got brighter, and we managed to get through that whole process, and with really quite a significant saving on electricity.
Mm.
At the same time, we're looking at we have project managers who are visiting sites, so can we try and enable that to be improved? So we brought in a salary sacrifice program for EVs, which was included free charging for staff, and that's encouraged a lot of people to replace their cars when the time came with EVs. So we've now got almost half the staff driving electric vehicles, which are charged in our property.
That's fantastic. So Ian, I've heard this exciting news that's happened very recently, and you've now become ESG Mark certified. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, it's the exciting news of yesterday. Now the press release has just gone out. We have been awarded the very coveted ESG mark. We're absolutely delighted about this because this is a recognition of everybody's efforts, all the things that they've been doing. But we're the first entertainment rental production company to receive this accreditation. So this is a huge thing for us, and I'm really very, very happy with it. And I'm hoping that what it will do will cause other people to say, we should be doing that. We should get that done. And then those people, it's not just a badge on your website. Those people will join that club, and then all the interactions that go on between the members of that club, will help us pick up other ideas and further improve. So yeah.
No, absolutely. That's absolutely fantastic. And not only can you drive actual real change within your industry, the market case is that look, now you're the industry leader and you're the person who people are going to look to and say, "Look, they've been here for so long," and they can really demonstrate exactly what they've done, and here's the history behind it, and here's someone who's saying, look, they're not pulling wool over your eyes, they are actually doing it. And I think if I'm looking for a service and I can see that and it's easily demonstrable to me, then I'm clearly going to go for that company, aren't I?
Yeah, well, that's a commercial benefit as well.
Yeah.
I think there's perhaps a secondary benefit to why we are doing these things, but it is definitely a commercial benefit. But for us, it's an important step along the way, and I think now we need to sort of look again at our timeline and our path that we've got set for ourselves, and say, okay, well, let's start the next steps. As we can head towards net zero, we can maybe consider other accreditations along the way as well. So yeah, we'll keep it up if we can.
That's
So,
fantastic. Yeah.
yeah.
So your employees, we've spoke about how your clients have reacted to it, seeing these things, and you've had a positive reaction off of when you marketed it. But how are people internally within GLS? How are they reacting?
By and large, everybody has been incredibly enthusiastic and interested in the whole process. There's a huge amount of engagement. We've tried very hard to spread the interest. That you need directors involved in these things, but you also need people involved at all levels. So we have an environmental committee, which is people at any level in the company were invited to join. They look at the environmental issues sides of things. They're working on several projects that they've identified. Reduction in the use of PVC tape, which sounds like nothing, but a single show in Wembley Arena was recently checked, and we used 7 kilos of
Wow.
PVC tape on that show, and that's probably happening in every venue every day. So we're looking at that. We are they're looking at a rewilding project. We have a rewilding area, but it's being rewilded, which looks quite exciting. We'll see the results, I guess, in the summer. But so yes, there's a lot of engagement, and we're trying to have a completely open door policy to all of these things, so that people have their chance to say what they think, and
Absolutely.
make it a proper team effort.
Yeah, I mean, them small steps, well, they seem so small, but in the grand scheme of things, they make such a huge difference.
Mm.
And that can make a massive industry change as well. If you can
Mm.
start going forward with that, then who's to say that all the other companies around you are going, what a fantastic idea.
Yeah, there's two sides to it, isn't there? There's the old story of the man walking down the beach and seeing the guy throwing starfishes back in the sea and going, "There's thousands of them. Why are you doing this?" And it makes no difference. I said, well, it makes a difference to that one. And that's it. That's what we need to be. We need to be throwing a few starfish. And then other people will say, oh, do you know what? We should do that as well. We'll throw some starfish. And eventually we'll get them off the beach and back in the sea.
No,
That's the theory.
that's fantastic. Thank you very much for your time, Ian.
Thanks.